Well, howdy, partners. It's the Weekly Roundup.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this week's podcast with me and 3 under 50 averages.
Right, Tam, edit. He's not
Edit.
doing the intro.
Yeah, he's not doing the intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Roundup. We've got that guy that everyone hates, Alex Shield. How are we, son?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, Tom's disappeared. So, we're just talking before we come on there how good your darts is at the moment. Are you expecting that to continue?
I'd like to hope so. Try and sort of now to go for a Super League team. Trying to sort of get that standard on a Thursday and take it up from there. And obviously just steamroll everyone on the server that I can.
Because you were just saying before we come on.
You can.
Yeah, it's a fair point, mate. Because you were just saying that you were going to smash Neil and Shocker.
Yeah, it's worrying the vendetta I have against those two gents. It really is. I don't hold grudges, but my God, them two, it's painful.
What we was talking about just before we hit the record button while we were waiting for Tom is I need to apologise to Jay Russell because I'm about to show this and it's a little bit humiliating. But Alex just posted his last result. I don't know if anyone can see this or not. Got a bit of a reflection, haven't we?
No,
just shy of a 72 average.
Jesus. When we say we get people on, it's not to big them up.
No, mate, you know my ego's through the roof without this.
All we're doing is feeding it even more.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened to your audio, Tom, but it sounds like you're in a different room.
I'm being told to turn it up. I'm being told to turn it down.
Yeah, but see if you turn it down, mate, you don't go like that. And go as far away from the main because you can get.
Down.
Yeah, I'll just turn mine down and then I'll move about 3 miles away from the frigging thing.
Oh, sorry, I'll just turn it up.
John really can't be doing with this today.
Just keep it up yourself. That's it. There you go. You can turn it down and then go close. Then it's.
There you go. I'm literally on it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I suppose we'll have
I feel like the weeks of being nice to you are slowly starting to fade, Tom.
Oh, mate.
It's fine.
Amnesty period's over, which is going to be horrible again.
We've done our part of being nice to you.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, the being nasty part. Yep, I hear you, mate. So, do you want to get on to tournament results, Tom? Have you got them?
Yeah.
It's really, really enthusiastic.
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah.
Monday over 50s tournament. Steve, am I still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Can you just turn your mic up a little bit? It's just
go away, Gary. Steve Walker beat James Davidson 4-1. Wednesday under 50s, Dan Hutchinson beat Ross Hasty 4-3. Thursday over 50s, Stan Stannard beat Alex Shield 4-2.
Sorry, but I missed this cough.
Just on that one, Tom, can you confirm who I beat en route to the final?
I don't get that information.
Yeah, James Morgan, battered.
Friday, 301 double in, double out. Steve Walker beat James Langley 4-3. And Rich won a £10 voucher. Saturday, 501, Michael Wood beat Steve Whitworth 4-1. And Peter won the voucher for taking part on Saturday as well.
So,
also, another one is that obviously we had the Omni draw. I don't know why that's on tournament results, but it is.
No, that's what I was going to say. You mate, who was it that won that?
Steve Whitworth, the very lucky man, who's won an Omni for Peanuts.
It's all very well and good, but I don't think he can actually put it up where he wants to in his house, can he?
No. He said that it's going to be a tight squeeze. Yeah, but it got delivered today to him, so
Oh, very
It'd
good.
be
mate.
interesting to see how that goes on.
That was quick. Was it Saturday you drew it? It must have been a
Yeah.
Saturday because I was away.
Saturday, ordered it Saturday.
I-
and then it
I don't know
come.
how many
today.
Guinness I had on Saturday, but it was far too many. That's all I know. So,
I think that draw sold out pretty quick, didn't it? I think
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance.
11 days, I think it took.
because Rich,
I think
he
we
was
could
running
potentially run another one.
Yeah, he was running the Thunderballs, which is sort of a lot of people seem to really like that sort of version. Then that way you can win a place in it, so it's quite good.
I will admit, I got worried at the stage where John was obviously, we all know John's had issues with his Omni. He's made them very well known. It got to the stage where I was worried and people weren't going to start buying tickets because John was slagging it off rotten. Non-stop.
Here's the best part about John, right? This was maybe about a year, it wouldn't have been quite a year ago. He bought one of the VUT cameras and he said, that's shit, and he sent it back, right? So when he bought the Omni, he bought the VUT camera with it as well. So he get rid of the two. I went like, John, you already said it was crap. It's like, Jesus Christ, mate. So he just wasted about however much money it is for one of those VUT things. I think it was about 800 quid it cost them all in.
Yeah, and,
Got
he sold it for something. He's lost £200.
Yeah, he said he would get about 600 quid for it, and he used it for what, a week and a half?
Yeah.
Silly
I'm
sausage.
just upset I never managed to give John a game while he had the vert on.
It was
I
actually
find it
all
really
right.
distracting, the vert, like watching people throw. It's really weird.
Oh, the VUT thing there. Oh,
Oh, I think I've only came up against maybe one or two guys using it, and it is odd, like when it's not what they're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's a weird angle, isn't it? You're like
Gav
looking down at them.
Yeah,
Gav
you
Palmer's
feel like
got
you're
one.
sat on double tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right if the
Yeah.
darts are up the top of the board, but as soon as you go downstairs, it's like, that could be anything you're hitting there, mate. I can't see it. But yeah,
Yeah.
you see, Gav Palmer's got one. He usually puts the other camera on when it's young Colin. It's one, but he doesn't put it on for himself. I think he plays naked. I think that's why he doesn't put it on.
That's why I was tempted to see what John was, how he throws.
Yeah, that boy wouldn't have had much clothes on.
John had I played him with it, and John had actually put that camera on, but I don't even think he knew it was on. You getting attacked by
I
a
dread
cat
to
there,
think
Tom?
what pictures are
Sorry.
being put on the WhatsApp.
No, mate.
It's calmed. It's calmed. After the initial excitement of it.
Very
It's calmed
glad I'm
down.
not in that. I'm very, very glad.
I was saying to Tam, I joined it for about 30 seconds, and then I thought, what am I doing? Leave. Where's the leave button? Get
I
out
said
of
it.
that.
I said to Gary, that's what I said. It was like, I'm not even entertaining getting into that thing.
No,
It's a lot of John and his thoughts. Not so much thoughts. You're in John's head, basically, and it's a scary place to be.
Yeah, damn bloody right it is. But
Yeah.
I seen that he'd posted something up that he's going to be going off to drink for a couple of months or something. I don't know what that was all about.
70 days before he goes away.
Yeah, good
He's
luck
going
with
to
that,
stop
John.
drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, look out for the Guinness headline where Guinness go bankrupt.
Yeah, record losses. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So,
That's the tournaments.
are you wanting your wee thing, me, Gary? Your league
Yeah.
thing?
Get the leagues done.
This is something special this week, boys. Gary's got a little special message for everyone. Here we go.
Welcome back to another week of my crap video. Season 5 still. I think we're on week 6, possibly 7. Who cares? It is bloody hot. Anyway, well played all. Some good results here, and I hope you enjoy. Take care.
I've seen that earlier on. The boy's
That
not
just
right in
scared
the
the
head.
crap out of me.
The boy is not right in the head.
It's really not. I'll tell you what, though, the boy's playing some good darts at the moment.
Oh, what? There's a lot.
He's another one that doesn't need his ego boost.
No, he's playing some
Mate,
good
credit where
dart.
credit's due. He's on
Yeah.
fire.
Nice, good results.
Nice. So do you want to have a wee group, a look at one of the divisions as well? We're having a look at D since we've got Alex here.
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
See how you're getting on, son. He's a wee
Yeah, see how Tom's doing in the league.
Second, mate.
He's actually doing all right, mate, for a change.
Yeah.
God. I
So,
mean, I
fine.
swear I looked the other week and someone in that same league wasn't doing too well.
I'm second, yet to lose. But I've got Jeffrey this week. I reckon that's going to be a tricky one.
I feel I've got Luke. He's top
Yeah,
sitting.
he's top at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, he's sitting top of the pile. Somebody else for me to leather, mate. These boys see that?
Yeah, mate.
Look at that. Tied first, mate.
Well, I hate to tell you, but after the revelation at the start of this, it should only be one man up there now.
So
It's a fair point.
my prediction, Paul's still up there, though.
To be fair, I've not played Paul yet. I'm quite excited for that game because he's been slinging in some scores that have been terrifying.
Yeah. That's the thing when you play Paul. I've played Paul quite a few times. You can get him and he's really on fire, and then other times he's just way off it. It's quite bizarre.
I think I played him. Might have played him in team league like weeks and weeks, maybe before the season started. And I think I beat him 3-1. I didn't know much about him, and then when I've been put in this league, mate, some of the scores he's dropping on these boys is like, what on earth?
Yeah. Look at that.
Do you know what, though, mate? Like, considering we didn't really know too much about your ability, we took a bit of a gamble and give you the triple promotion. You're holding your own.
The funny thing is, I know we give you it tight and all that in the group, but every admin thought, nah, he definitely shouldn't be down where he is. We all agreed that this was sort of the level you should be at.
Yeah, I mean, inheriting that record. I mean, what I inherited like 0, 2, and 10 or something. So I was never gonna. I think someone's Slater. I think I inherited, and it was just never going to be recovered.
No, with the best will in the world, that was not going to happen.
No. It's looking at
So,
Martin. Sorry, you go, guys.
I was going to say, Tag, can you click on the matches, just see the last couple of fixtures?
Is there any ones you want to look at in particular, bud?
You're just seeing Alex's last 3, because he's had 3 on the bounce where he's won.
Oh. So who have you got next? Get Jay Russell.
Oh, was it Jay Russell that you just beat? Like, absolutely.
Yeah, so you'll be top at the moment then. Ooh. So who was Jay?
Jay can throw well when he gets going.
Yeah.
To be fair, mate, I mean, he averaged, 55, and some of his darts would not get out the one. I think it could have been a bit more of a flattering scoreline, but I don't think you're beating that.
No, 70 odds.
Sorry if you watch this, mate, but you weren't.
Yeah, 70 odds. You're going to struggle against that, mate. Then
it was 16 dart leg, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Yes. Still chasing a 15. Just can't seem to get it any lower.
That's rookie numbers compared to Tam.
What was mine again? 13, was it?
12.
Was it 12?
Yeah, that 12 dart leg out of nowhere.
I'm sure you've 12 darted me or 13 darted me as well. On
the best of it was, I'm sure I missed the dart for 11. Was that right?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd missed the shot to get an 11 dart leg. But it's one of those ones that we can all do it though. In fairness, we can all sort of pull some amazing darts out every now and again. But
I can on a 170 start.
Nice, mate.
16 dart leg on a 170. I reckon I got that in the locker.
Nice. Well, you've got Thingway next week, mate. What did I see it? Paul, we were just talking about.
Yeah, so that's the big game.
Yeah.
We play everyone twice this season, though, don't we? You guys changed it up.
No, we've always
been
played twice, mate.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, mate. Just do the home and away thing. That way, you get a shot of throwing first against each opponent. Because it is an advantage. People don't think it's that much of an advantage. It is an advantage if you're throwing first.
Yeah. I think that the main thing we've changed in Group D is the amount of legs you play. 'Cause it used
Right.
to be best of 6 for everyone, no matter what division you're in. Where we sort of categorised it now.
Yeah.
So you're best of 8, aren't you, in the middle?
Yeah, best of 8. It's a good number, to be fair, because if you're having a couple legs off, there's still a chance to get back in.
Yeah. 100%.
That's what I found the issue with the best of 6. Is literally, if you've gone 2 down, slow start, all they need is one more leg.
And they've got
it's
that. They've got the
guaranteed draw.
tie. Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, I'm with you on that one, mate. It's one of those ones. It just gives you a bit of breathing room to try
to
and
be
get your
fair,
fill.
if you notice as well, we're getting a lot less ties from A, so like A, B, C, D, E, F than what we would have when it best of 6. Because obviously, there you go. You need 4 now.
Yep.
Yeah,
For a
we're getting
tie.
a lot of ties, won't we?
Yeah. So
See, a lot in week 9, you've got Martin Ball. He's due to get spring back. He must be due to spring back, surely.
Another player I don't think I've ever came across, not in a match or anything.
Martin was one of those guys. He went through a phase. He was playing amazing darts. I mean, he was scoring amazing, and he was nailing everything he was looking at. And he's just went right off the map now. I've played him quite a few times, and every time you play him, you're like, what the hell has happened to you, Martin? Very, very bizarre. Strange.
Yeah,
It's a strange old game.
it sure is. I reckon we should try and get some. If we can time it right, we should do the commentary on Alex and Paul.
Yeah. If you give us a shout, Alex, that way we'll try and do some live commentary.
Yeah. See what works for Paul as well, and we'll try and be flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it streamed.
Little bit better than when you decided to stream me versus Shocker to the whole server.
That's the thing.
Cheers for that one, Tom.
What do you think? I felt I called Shocker out, and then I had to do. I said it was a joke, and then I had to live stream it while I was doing commentary on myself.
I got home from work. I'd literally been home 3 minutes and had to play that bloke. And Tom goes, "Oh, by the way, everyone's playing. 23 viewers, champion." Still in my work clobber, watching this bloke beat me. And it wasn't even legs; it was sets. Like, how man.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
See, if it was Tam streaming it, you'd have been all right, because Tam doesn't tell anyone we're streaming.
Yeah.
He normally puts it in the wrong chat, so no one knows.
I was going to say, mate, that is a blatant lie. I do tell people, it's just not the people that need to know about it.
You just tell the people that are already watching it.
Yeah, the smallest group of people. That was still the classic.
Nah.
You want to look at any other divisions? Any divisions that we want to have a wee peek at?
Let's have a quick look at N.
N
No. For November.
for Batman.
So we got a couple. We got a couple of the
no.
youngsters in that. I just want to give a quick shout out. I know I put it on the general chat, but obviously we finished up on the junior league. We finally got it finished. It was really, really good to see some of the results coming through. Massive shout out to Alfie Davis, who won the junior league. Tom's Isabel, she come runner up, which is awesome.
Third.
And my boy Archie got 3rd place.
Other way around.
Really, really. Sorry, it was the other way around, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Archie was 2nd, Isabel 3rd.
Yeah.
But it was really, really tight. It was only literally, it was coming down to the last game. So massive shout out to everyone that competed in that, and thank you for sticking with it. But look at Alfie. He stepped up to the main league and he is running away with it.
Good. Seen that Dick Barry's giving him
8.
Giving him a run for his money. Oh, is he?
He's not long been throwing from the Furlocki length, I don't think.
Well,
can only just reach the board, but what a player.
Oh, very good, mate. So, yeah, there's Loki. That the 12 dart, or 9 dart Loki, was it?
Yeah.
I think that's his actual nickname now, is it not? I think that got changed in the server.
Yeah, you changed it.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
There we go, boys. That's
Nice.
the legals. So, what's happened in the world of darts? Anything else you want to talk about to do with the leagues?
No.
I think we've bigged up Alex enough. I don't think we need to be doing any more of that.
No.
Like I say, boys, it doesn't need polished anymore. My ego is shining, man. But, I mean, is there anyone else in the server that asks Shocker once a week for an ego reset? Like, come on.
Tam.
Yeah, Tam comes to me for an ego reset, mate. Don't you worry.
I mean, the thing is, I'm just delusional, mate. That's the difference. It's not even an
Oh
ego
God,
thing.
yeah, mate. Like at this point, I'm watching some of the PDC thing, and I could do one of you like easily. But you know, like, I'm not going like too far, like not going top 10. But I'm watching someone like Pikachu, thinking I'd take you in a best of 5, mate.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, was it, where Joe Cullen had like a 45 dart leg, wasn't it, on the main stage?
Yeah.
You just think, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Some people aren't far off that.
Nah, it's when you like if you look at the averages on like the Tuesday, Wednesday, or the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday comps in Milton Keynes, and some of them you see average like 54 and still winning, and you think, I can do that. Like, why am I going to work?
That's it.
Yeah.
That is it. Matthew Edgar. He done it was a thing. It was to do with the levels of darts. It was like that sort of thing, a Super League, and then going up and up and up. And that's what he was saying. Like, basically, the level isn't as good as you think it is. It's like you could, if you can, if you said you're shooting at 60 average, if you're in the 60 average, you will compete very well.
Yeah.
You'll be able to compete.
I mean, I used to go and watch some of the Super League stuff up this way, and like there's some guys in there. Like now, I know a lot more about the darts, and you think, I thought Super League was like the pinnacle of like anyone in Super League could get picked up, and next thing you know, he's on Ali Pali stage, but it really isn't.
No, it's way off it. I mean, Tom plays it, so it shows you how poor it is, mate.
Christ almighty.
If under 50s can get into it, mate, it's...
To be fair, one thing that blew my mind until, because I had never played darts, like I was saying, until this year, how people like can't, like the older boys can't even throw up the board. They just hammer 19s and 17s. Didn't even know that was a thing.
Did you not?
No. So I joined the team and I was like, why is no one going for 20 here? Like, what am I the odd one out? Am I missing something? I was like, oh no, that they can't throw that hard anymore.
There's a team we play on a Monday night, and there's about 3 or 4 of them, and they're old boys, and they play off the 19s, and they can hit it. It's not that they can't do it. They're anything brought up is out of order.
Yeah, like
so you just hope they leave themselves tops.
Like I joined a team, and it's not Super League level, but there's some boys that only play 19s, and I remember I left one of them tops, and I walked back, and he was like looking at me like, "Why the hell have you done that?" Straight down to 10. He was like, "Right, I'm playing down here."
Yeah,
he won a 38 left.
Well, it's not going to happen.
Talking of under 50s, though, Tom, because you are technically an under 50 player now, aren't you? Does that mean you've been competing in the under 50s tournaments?
Do you know what? I was waiting to have this moment where I was like, right, we've got the inclusive court new this week. We're going to lay out some stuff, and this was going to be top of my agenda because, James, you are a joke.
No, sorry. He's changing his name to Sepp Blatter. That's what he's changing his name to.
I cannot believe, get this, wrap your head around it. So I can't sign up for the 45 to 50 average, even though that's what my average range is.
Thanks for confirming.
Thank you. It's now 50.05 or something.
So, can I just stop you there, mate? So the rest of this argument is absolutely pointless.
The rest of this argument's for us three.
And then, so I couldn't sign up to that. I've had to play up. So I was like, right, okay then. So does that mean I can sign up to the over 50s? No, you're not over 50. Well, I'll play on the under 50 on Wednesday. You can't play in that either. Well, what am I to do? What can I do? James,
so you've just got to play someone that lives in the friendly chat, mate, until you sort yourself out.
What you could do is try playing better darts, mate, so that you could play in the 50s.
I could try, but I doubt it will happen.
To be fair, mate, where's that came from? Because I still haven't beat you.
No, I think you have.
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe once.
I mean, bloody hell, you look at the semi-final the other week, you averaged nearly 70.
Yeah, that soon dropped off, though.
Yeah.
So what was James's rationale then as to why you couldn't?
So I quote, and I don't wish to offend anyone in that Premiership group, James said it was not fair if I went in there and walked away with it. So sorry, Rich, but they were James's words. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus.
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah, he's not throwing anyone under the bus, but Rich, James said you are crap, mate, so.
And I
But
second
then I
that.
was looking at the players. I forgot you and Rich have got a bit of history.
Honestly, nothing against the bloke, but he got mouthy when I was an under 50, and he's never been anywhere near me since.
I love this group
Brilliant.
at times. I really
You
do.
just keep running your little lotteries, man.
Rich will be on next week to defend himself, by the way.
Yeah, the new segment's just who wants an argument.
So there was that one. I've had, as soon as I put out about any issues, like that you'd like us to like get everyone's opinion on, the chat went. My inbox went wild with people and their issues. Some from Alex himself. He struggles with the crappy boards and the angles. And there's one, he hasn't told me the name, so we can't even name and shame. But he showed me it, and I'll have to send the picture for you to see it, or Alex can. And he was like, what score's this? And at first I thought it was like a 43. And then when I've zoomed in, quite clearly see 83. Obviously, he's putting 123. You can clearly see that the dart's not in there.
Someone in the group.
Yeah, I've had like an ongoing thing since, sending Tom anyone that I get with a really bad board or a bad camera.
I'll find out.
There was a guy I've played, and Tom just will not. I'm not telling him who it was, but like I'm looking at the photo now, and there's one dart that is clear as day in the treble one. Right, job done. There's your 3.
Yep.
The next 2 are like crossed over either side of the treble 20. And you can guarantee one of them's not in there, but maybe the second one you'd be dubious. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, conveniently left your tops that, mate, didn't it?
So Tom's
Well, yeah,
head's
before-
ticking there.
Send us it over, mate, will you?
Go on, Tom.
Can you get on it, Discord?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll shoot you it over.
Shoot me over, mate.
So would we like to hear anyone else's problems?
Yes, mate.
I think Alex had another one, didn't he? But,
Oh, yeah.
which would have come in handy in this situation, actually, to point out where the dart was.
Yeah, so for me, and I'll go in front of you 3 judges, stop checking every treble you hit. You've paid a lot of money to be a darts player. You're in a server which requires an app, a phone, a bit of knowledge on computers. I believe you've hit 60, mate. You ain't 9 darting me. You've hit 1. You might have hit a ton. You might hit a ton 40. I don't care. Put your score in. Let me have my go. I don't care about that, and I don't care about that one. And I seriously don't care about that one. It's a 26, mate. Put your score in.
Do you watch people's cameras while they're playing?
If it's an unknown player or someone that's not like, if someone's not active in the Discord before, or if I've not seen them around, I'll think, right, let's be careful, because like you get new people coming in week by week. There's new faces that don't message; they're just here to play. Yeah. But for me, and I know Tom, you've mentioned it before, my darts are up my hand after 3 seconds, so
Yep.
I kind of stand there to buy myself a bit of time, or else I'm stood at the end of my living room just sort of messing with my darts.
Yeah.
But also sometimes I really like trying to see what they're playing with, what setup they've got, seeing if there's any inspiration I can take, nice flights, different types of darts, and always worth just having a look. But if it's a league game, you could tell me you've hit 9 darters every leg, I wouldn't have watched.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like you. I'll watch every now and again. I'll go and I'll watch a couple of throws just to make sure to keep them honest. And generally, if they get down to like a checkout, I'll maybe watch them checking out. If they're on a double, I'll certainly watch to see. But a lot of times, if I'm playing like the likes of you guys, I wouldn't even bother watch. I would take what, as you said, I would take whatever you've put in. I would take as the truth. But there is certain guys.
That's it. I mean, there's guys in here that are more than capable of smashing in some seriously big scores, and when you see them checking it, you think, I'm confident in you, so why are you not confident in me?
Yeah. But there is a few
think
guys.
a lot of
It slows the game right down. All joking aside, I know we're making.
I think
jokes
it's
about
the selfish one coming from me as such, because I, as everyone seems to call me, I play quite fast. So it's like I'm sat there, and it almost becomes like a tactic. But I mean, in the darts league on Tuesday night, people do that. people will see you throw quick and think, right, well, I'm slowing you down. And I'm like a muzzled dog waiting to be released for my next go.
Yeah. But,
But I mean,
there's no need for it.
there's some guys, they're really quick and they're quicker than me. And you think, well, we're both not checking here, so let's just sling some darts, and it's good.
Yeah.
As I said,
I think it's learnt behaviour though, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think like for a lot of people that are new to online darts, I was guilty of it myself. When I switched over to online, and then you play a couple of players and you see them tapping the triples, you think, oh, this is the done thing in the online world.
Yeah.
So you just start doing it, and then you think, what the fuck am I doing that for?
Yeah, like I think we said before, I'll always check a 180 because the feeling never goes away. You've hit a max, and
Yeah.
sometimes, I mean, I use 45 mil points. Sometimes that you can't really see it, so I'll spread them and at least give it the 1, 2, 3 and move on. But if I've hit that, I ain't checking a 140. You've seen what I can hit.
Mhm.
But I think for myself, it was when you start on Darts Counter before any of these servers, and it is just the norm. So I was always like, why is someone going up and checking their doubles? I'm thinking, well, I can see you've hit it.
Personally, I think it goes back to when it first started with the webcams, because we spoke about that before we come on, but how poor quality webcams are. You're going to think that's maybe what it stems from, is because the quality was so poor. You're going, but there's just no excuse for it with you're using your. If anyone's watching this, use your bloody phone. You don't see webcams. Yeah. Webcams are horrific. The quality of the picture is horrific. The camera that's on your phone is so much clearer than any webcam's going to do. So it's a bit silly. Get yourself a stand.
I think the other way to defend it as well, I think, is when you get accused of cheating and you 100% haven't because you're an honest player. There's nothing more fucking annoying.
Oh,
so then you over exaggerate it to say, look, mate, I'm beating you fair and square. That is my checkout. This is my treble.
It's one of those ones.
You lose the rhythm, don't you?
Yeah,
yeah.
But if you're using if you're using like your phone camera and you've got it zoomed, I mean, you should be able. The board should be just inside the camera. A lot of people, they have the camera too far away, and you go right. It's going to be hard to see that. But if you've got it right up next to where the whole of the board, you're going to see it hitting a treble 20. You're going to go, is that a treble 20? Me pointing at it's just me going to say, yeah, I've hit a treble 20. But if you can't see it, you can't see it. It's like me saying it as in actually being in is two different things. It's different if it's covering it. If it's a dart's fell down, I'll lift the dart up to show you, no, that one is actually in the treble. But other than that,
I say genuinely, you'll get maybe a cap on the double for me in 180s, and that's all you'll get.
Yeah, that's what it is all now. Unless there's one that's gone under, and you can't generally tell. But it depends on what I'm playing. Like Tam, I wouldn't even bother pointing it out.
Yeah,
nah.
You know, we've played that many games. You know, I'm not going to put in a dodgy score.
Yeah,
that's it. Like I said, I think it comes back to like we said before. People are spending £100 on darts, £50 on a light, 20 quid on a tripod, maybe 30 quid on a webcam. I ain't spending 250 quid to cheat a bunch of blokes online.
Yeah.
But it's baffling how many people do.
Yeah, I mean, I outright now, I do. I mean, to be fair, I don't play Darts Counter on its own, but I will never play just a random game on that app anymore. Even with Ultimate, whatever, it doesn't matter.
No, I went to a stage where I wouldn't, but like, if I'm waiting around for a game, a league game, I'll quickly do like a best of 3, but nothing.
Oh mate, like I played one maybe say 2 weeks ago, so it might have been the day of our Prem semi. I thought, right, I'll jump on just a best of 1, start playing some like shootout legs. Started with a 180, then hit a 140, and he left and was like, "I'm not playing you. You're cheating." I was stuck in the lobby for a minute and a half, and I was like, "Right, I'm not bothered about this anymore."
Yeah.
No, they're the ones. It's like the ones when you do the tournaments on there, and whoever's running it, they kick you because they want to win the tournament.
I've still never played them, to be fair.
I mean, they've got better now that the bugs are half fixed on it, where it don't kick you automatically, but you get the people that run them that just decide to kick you and cheat for cheating, even though you haven't, just because they want to win it.
Yeah, I think the one with Darts Counter, I just wish they released that like the playback again.
Yeah,
because that was for like that 3 or 4 day period. It was class.
Yeah,
it is planned. I've seen it on their updates. They are planning to do it.
Well, what's the new update now? This handicap system. And
I don't know if I fancy that one, to be honest.
No,
Because at
just
the
get
end
on
of the
with
day, it's what we do when you get you a double. If you can't hit a double, you can't hit a bloody double. I don't care how much quicker you get there than someone else. You still got to hit the bloody double. It's not like
To be
golf.
fair, lads, I'll take a handicap game against Shocker, so you can speak for yourselves.
Yeah, well, I mean, as if you're really sort of poor, if you're not a good player, you're going to really struggle on a double anyway. You could start on the double, and the person could probably still beat you with starting to 5-1. Maybe I'm just cynical.
I get the concept behind it, but I just think,
It's
is
not
there
golf.
really that much joy in winning a leg when you've had a 300 head start?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's been many legs I've had a 300-point lead and still lost them. So.
Well, I don't know how many times I've done that. I was playing in the overs last night, and I got onto a double. I think it was the first or second leg, and I was on it, and the guy I was playing was miles off, and couldn't hit a double. And the guy came in first attempt at the double, boom, hit it. Just going,
Job done.
Chance
That
you got?
wouldn't have been Tom though, would it? He
No.
wasn't in the overs.
No, mate, he was in the.
no, I wasn't.
Under
I was
30s, I think.
unfairly not allowed in.
Yeah, mate.
So before we move on, then, this is our first inclusive darts court hearing.
Mhm.
We've got 2 issues that Alex has brought to the table: crap cameras and
Yeah.
tapping your darts to show your darts sort of at the treble or checkout. Are we in favour of his argument?
Oh, definitely.
I
mate.
certainly am.
Oh, it's not even a debate.
Stop. The thing is, just
It's just ridiculous.
stop doing it.
Yeah.
One,
It's
stop
not
tapping
big
your
and it's not clever.
darts.
We just delete you from the server.
Yeah.
We're inclusive unless you tap your trebles.
I was talking about you, Paul Horton and Ken Jameson.
I was about to say, are we naming?
Oh, there's a few of them.
Oh,
Paul's bad for it. Paul's very bad for it.
right.
So, in fact, I know we've just got the result, but I would mention this before as well, and it's outright. I don't even need the judges. This should be civil law. In a friendly, I'm not even checking doubles, mate. I don't care. It's a friendly. I'm not trying to win. I'm not trying to get any. I'm there for me. You're just on my screen. I'm not bothered. Like,
That's fair. Although we have got quite a lot of people that are incredibly competitive in this group.
Yeah, mate.
Friendly or not, they all matter.
not me at all.
No, if I'm playing you, I want to beat you, but I'm not. I'm like you. If
Oh,
you're going to, if you need
honestly.
to cheat in a friendly, then you batter in with that. I don't really care.
to be fair, it's like you say, it's the people you play. Like if I'm in a friendly against one of you boys, it might as well be the World Champs final in my living room.
That's so true. It's like,
Like,
you're
mate,
going,
that semi-final against Tom, I had the missus turn the telly down, and I was like, right, you stay quiet because I'm in here. And I was pacing up and down. Was it 5-0? I went down. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh, I'm packing in. I'm selling. I'm done. And I came back in. Was giving a little Johnny Clayton point across the room as I took out a double six.
Absolutely brilliant.
I can't remember who it was. I played a game the other day. I don't know if it must have been against Jack in the inclusive Masters. And obviously he's a few divisions above me. We weren't throwing great. And in that one, after I won it and I pinged the double, I gave it the old like fist bump as if like people were actually watching me. It's not just me there in my slippers.
I mean,
I'm just there like, God.
I think every single person that's played darts has done that. I mean, I've done it in this room, and there's no one else in the room. It's just me, and you just go like that. You like walk up to the board and then to get
Giving
your
it the
darts.
Desi price.
It's just like,
The good ones
honestly.
when I hit a 180 and I turn around to Liz and like give her the old finger point and she's just looking at me like,
why?
Yeah.
done.
Like,
Why?
I've had to make my missus
Really?
watch
Come
some
on,
of the Prem
180?
just to show these personalities. So if I'm giving it the go on, she's that's the Welsh one. Do you know the spiky hair? That's him.
You got a bit of the shaggy about you, Alex. That's who you
Well.
remind me of.
I'm sure he's a Newcastle fan as well.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm sure. I nearly bought that bundle he was selling the other week. I thought that was quite good value.
Yeah. He was unlucky and he lost the final, didn't he? The other week in the Player Championship.
just so inconsistent. He's like a similar to use someone from up here, like Callan Ridds, only shows up on the big stage,
Oh.
and then everything in between just doesn't seem to matter.
I tell you what, if Ridds, like, I don't know if he trains properly or if he practices much, but if he pull it when he's on,
Oh mate,
he could be unbeatable.
Was it the last Worlds or the Worlds before where like he hadn't lost a leg on the way to the quarters, dispatched Van Gerwen, then got beat by Humphreys or something,
Yeah,
and it was like, is he going to lose?
yeah. Like I say, if he's on when he's on it, he can generally be unstoppable.
But what's going on with his Barnet though?
Oh man, I mean, I'm on my way back, but like mine's not created from the back and brought back round.
He's just got to embrace it, hasn't he?
Oh mate, makes Tam's fringe look pucker.
Thanks, mate.
No, it's something else, that bird's nest, like.
It is, and I think now we've got like HD tellies and they're zoomed in. You think, mate, you can see every bit of hairspray that you've used on that.
Honestly, I'd love to see how much tins of that he packs for a long haul. Like,
Yeah, pretty intense.
I did have some darts news for you, Tam,
Go for it, mate.
and I'm just getting up there thinking because I was very unprepared, but I saved the article. So hold on. So it's about the European tour. You know that we like run the sweepstakes on.
Uh-huh.
So basically, there's a lot of players now that's not inside the top. I think they said 16. They're not making any money from going over to these events, and the way that they've changed the rules on it and whatnot. So it was Ian White that's come out and spoke about it. So he's 50 in the world.
I think
You're
it's
trying to add the suspense here, Tom.
I think
No,
this
I'm not
is-
trying to add the suspense. I had it, but
We
I
were
think
talking
we've
about
crossed
this-
it before.
We were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, Gary. The thing about them actually losing money with.
But they're losing money from travelling.
Yeah.
And because the prize money is not like it was.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not about the prize money, it's like they've got to go through the qualifiers to do it. So if they're not qualifying, they're not obviously playing. And
They're not making money.
a lot of these that could make it a full-time job are now struggling to make it a full-time job.
Yeah.
I think as well, though, these days you've got to have more than just your darts. You've got to have a social media presence or something. I mean, like, I read something maybe a couple of weeks ago that Damon Heta, and I know it's in his life, it's marginal, but his TikTok account's earning about $3 to $4 grand a month. Now, unless he's living way beyond his means, that's his bills and maybe 2 tournaments expenses paid just from doing some videos. Like these guys, if you ain't in the top 10 or in the Prem where you're earning that weekly big lump of cash, it's not feasible.
Well, that's it, because people like the Prem, it's like winning that's 10 grand for a weekly night win. I don't know if you were getting anything if you didn't make it, if you didn't win it. Probably not.
And then you hit a 9 and get a 30 grand set of gold darts as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that? They're saying now that they're starting to become a massive gap now between the top and just slightly below the top.
But it gets back to, I mean, it's one of those ones. I think most sports are the same, though, Tom. I don't think it's a big surprise in any of the sports.
No,
the elite guys generally do get a lot more than.
Yeah, but I think it's the fact now that it's how much money is being brought into it is how quickly it's changing for them. So don't forget, some of these have been on the circuit for like 20, 30 years. It's like, who's it? Steve Beaton recently retired, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he said his downfall was when COVID hit, because they didn't get the tournaments and the money and whatnot. Now, because the rules have changed, he couldn't bridge that gap.
Thing is, would you not expect them to try and, I don't know, like, it's a very simple game. You need a wall that's 7 foot tall and a bit of space. If you aren't winning, it's back to the drawing board at that level, surely.
Yeah, because it's like everyone's different. Is it natural? How much do you train? Because quite a few don't even train anymore.
No.
They just use their matches as training. I'm just like, well, how are you using your matches to train?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get, a
unless
lot of
you-
them will do
unless you're firing.
exhibitions. A lot of them will go do exhibitions as well, which is also some
Yeah.
form of training as well. So
Well, that's what happened with the World Cup,
clinics.
wasn't it? When the two England lads got grief for not turning up together. And Humphreys was saying that he told Littler not to change his routine, just
Yeah.
carry on doing what he does. And he doesn't really warm up, does he?
no,
He
He
don't do
just
anything,
rocks
does
up,
he?
throws a few, and then game on.
Yeah, has a quick puff of his vape, puts his Nintendo down, and there we are.
there's a
That's
munch on
it.
his McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously
Yeah.
Humphreys won the Masters this weekend. I would say, did anyone watch it? But was anyone up at midnight till 4 o'clock in the morning watching it?
Yeah, I managed a couple hours of it, but ridiculous time zone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the next day.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some massive upsets, weren't there, on day one?
Was it
That's
the Rob Cross one? 6-0?
Rob Cross at 6-0 got out.
And then bunting straight after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I did enjoy who was it? Was it Littler's first round game where this guy came out with such arrogance, like a WWE theme tune. Littler started with something like 110 average.
Yeah.
And then just to rub the salt in the wound, finishes on tops.
I mean, poor guy. Obviously, I think they said he's had to change hand from dartitis or something. So he's trying his hardest, and you've got that little bugger going. All right, well, I'm bored of you now.
Yeah. Yeah, let me just chuck 3. All points were touching, weren't they?
Yeah.
Tops.
You could have landed all of them on a 5 pence, mate, and they would have been still just the same.
Yeah. Unreal. But yeah, some good darts. It's obviously hitting off in the States, isn't it? I don't think it's ever going to get as big
Well,
as
we
it is.
spoke to what's his name, didn't we? I
Yeah,
can't remember
Greg.
his name now.
George,
is it
sorry,
Greg?
Greg. George.
George? Sure, it's George.
Yeah.
Memorable
No,
interview then.
Georgeson.
Well, we spoke to the guy from America.
The guy from Bullshot Darts is one of the YouTube channels. We had him on one of the guest things.
And he was saying how big
it's
it's getting over there now.
Nick.
I
Jesus
think
Christ,
the
Nick
Asian
Georgeson.
scene is what we need to worry out for.
Oh, we spoke about this last week.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Some
I
of
know
them.
it's contrasting, but you look at like the Olympic sports, archery, they dominate. Anything that requires that precise coordination, it's just a matter of time.
Yep. And
Yeah,
they're
well,
expanding. Their tour that they have over there is expanding, so they're only going to get better.
Mm.
They're dominating the world of snooker as well now, aren't they?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Rocket's not going to go back to his prime anymore.
So
I was trying to get them to turn up for an event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't really need to, do you, when you got that bank account?
Well, no.
So,
Anyway,
are you wanting a couple of questions from the punters?
yeah, mate.
Not any of the...
Not any of the John or Mikey ones.
No. The ones that all of the idiots
Or even
started.
Alex ones, to be fair. He put a few in last time.
I've reeled it back.
No,
I've
no.
reeled it back. There's no more how many pints.
Right, we'll just
Like I
we'll
said,
do
that one has
we'll
been
do a
answered,
couple
but we
of them.
can't do it on air.
So here we've got Backy Chan. Love that. Favourite individual performance of 2025 so far from a pro?
Is it one game or is it over a thing?
Don't know, mate. Maybe you want it to be.
Well, I'm having mine as when Bunting finally got his Premiership win, nightly win. Because he hadn't won a game until that point, and then won the night. And I like Bunting.
I think
I
everyone
think I have
does.
to go. Was it Aspinall won like the Belgian or the Austrian, and he beat everyone on the way there. Like I'm sure he done Littler, Humphreys, and Jezzy on the way to winning it, and he was just at the end of it. He looked like he had nothing left to give.
Yeah. I think for me, it's not an individual, so I'm going to cheat a little bit because it was doubles, but it was the World Cup final. Northern Ireland, Wales, unbelievable darts.
I'm still £100 down from that. I ordered Josh Rock darts at the last leg. I was like, I've got to have them. Still not here.
They're still not there.
Nah, 3 weeks, mate.
They are beautiful darts.
Give it a couple of weeks, I'll be there.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just seeing like the old Super Chin, like just rock up with the composure of him is just unreal.
Yep.
And then
I'll
like
tell you
Josh Rock and Gezzy were like high fiving each other, weren't they? Because they were just like 180, 180, and they're just looking at each other like this is mental.
It was the very last leg, wasn't it? When I think Rock hit a 164 something, and Jezzy just looked at him like, "Well, that's it."
Well,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
games
that's
like
probably
that,
one of
yeah.
the best games I've seen in a very, very long time.
Yeah. Good question. We've got one from Peter Thunderball Vibinger. What was you guys' most memorable moment with darts? I'm really interested.
Oh, most memorable.
Is that? Do you reckon that's like for yourself?
For
or
yourself,
like
I
just with
think.
the
I
sport?
think he's talking about yourself, mate. To be honest.
So I could sit here and go on about. So is that kind of like when I beat Neil in the major final that no one expected,
Yeah,
and I pumped him live on YouTube? Is that the kind of route we're going for?
that was a crazy night. That one. That was.
Sorry, Neil. It's been a while since I brought it up.
Mate, but it really was. It was like everyone was all.
Yeah.
Obviously, this was before you joined, Alex. It was. I mean, the whole server was going crazy because Neil was just destroying everyone. No one can get near him. He went the whole season unbeaten, and he didn't even draw
right.
or nothing.
Yep.
And then Tom beat him in the final. We're like doing like live commentary and everything. It was brilliant. Neil took it
Before that
well
game,
though.
I was literally just like, before that game, I was just turning around. I think I sent Tam a message. I was like, if I get one leg, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I don't
that'll
care
do.
after that. And as soon as I won the first one, I can't remember if I went 2-0 up.
It was something like that, mate.
And I think I went 2-0 up, and I was like, hold on. Right, it's early, but that's a good sign.
Something's happening here.
Then he pulled it back, and then we just started trading, and I was like, this could get interesting.
Oh.
Then hitting double four for the win. There was a scream that night.
Not like you remember the game well.
No. I have to watch it on. I have it on every morning for the kids on YouTube.
Have your breakfast and watch Daddy win.
Mine's is probably against Shocker when I beat Shocker because that was just like, what the? I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't play his
Mate, it doesn't matter. It does not
I
matter.
played really well. I mean, I think I was just shy of 70, and I think he was just about 70, and I still beat him. Then I went on from that, and I beat Paul Cook 3 games in a row, and I was like, what the hell is going on? It was just totally bizarre.
They're the only two people in the server I'm yet to beat.
Yeah.
I think mine probably way back when I first started. I think I can't remember which tournament it was, but it was my first under 50s like weekly tournament. And it was the set play one.
Yeah.
Got to the semi final, and I was beating, like I was only averaging 40 or so, and I was like, what on earth? And it was I think I played Malcolm Van White or something like that.
Yeah.
Played him, and it was best of 13 sets. It was just under 2.5 hours. And I mean, what a slog. I think it finished but I think it was a deciding leg or maybe 2 legs he beat me by. But I remember everyone, like the remaining 4 in the group afterwards was like, yeah, I ain't watching your final, boys. I'm not watching that.
I remember because this one we've had to tell James to rein it in on the sets.
Because James done it again. He
For the
was sort of saying,
under-50s.
he'd all the ones out and it was all the same length of matches. And we're going, no, James, you can't do that again, man. You can't. Like, Jesus Christ, wouldn't he get them finished before Christmas?
Well, that was it. I think for the semi-final we had like a 2-week period to play because the final date was set. And I'd played my quarter-final the day before, and I'm sat there trying to say to my missus, no, tonight we'll watch something on the telly. You've got my attention. 3 hours on the board later, I'm thinking, I'm in doghouse here. Like,
James loves his set play.
Oh,
He does. Absolutely loves it.
It's like John the Hedgehog, man. It's every time if he's wanting rid of something, I'll play you a game for it. Yeah, would you want to play? Best of 9 sets.
Alex has been the benefit of that.
What?
yeah, I mean, what I played him for that. What was it? The Laser Rocky. And I didn't even know who he was, and I was still under 50 then. I saw the average of 52. I thought, oh, I'm not winning this year. 3-0 set play, didn't get a chance at double. I thought, what a waste of time.
John loves it. He loves it.
Absolutely.
World Cup champ John, by the way, lads. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
This is true.
So you want one more, and then we'll we'll move on.
Is Gary going to answer?
Oh, sorry.
You probably won't want to hear my answer, Tom, because it was
Well, then moving on.
it was when I not long joined the server, and I drew you in a tournament, and we went 1-1, and I knocked you out of the tournament on the deciding leg with a bullseye finish.
Oh,
I will never forget that.
Nice, mate. Nice, nice,
Very
nice.
Very
How many
happy
finals
moment.
you made?
2. How many have I won? None. Absolute ball.
I beat you in one of them.
Yeah, I think.
I can't remember who the other one was.
Can't remember who beat me in the other one. Probably not in the server anymore
Yeah.
because I've replaced about 100 people this week.
Mate. Right, so here's
Be
one.
interesting if we can get. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you got it.
No, I was just going to say it'd be interesting if we could get the league tables of week 1 to what they're going to look at week 19, 18, 20.
Completely different names.
Yeah, how much have changed?
Yeah.
best believe I'll still be there, boys. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I replaced someone last week. I put them in. I put them in the group. They then didn't reply to any messages at all for a week, so we just assumed that they'd left. I then replaced the replacement, and then he messaged to say, "Any spaces come up yet in the league?" Oh mate,
I do not envy you at all with that stuff. Like,
yeah, it's a full-time job, to be honest. But never mind.
You want one more question before we go?
Go for it.
It's from one of our sort of not so good players on the server. So it's from my guy Alex, the Magpie Shield. Whoever that guy is. Dream podcast guest other than the obvious.
It's a good question. So many different people for so many different reasons.
If we're talking darts, I think it's got to be the pillar. For me, it's got to be Phil Taylor.
I was about to say, if it's darts related, Phil Taylor. Phil Taylor.
I think the person I would want the most isn't here anymore, but it'd have to be Bristow.
Bet you could tell some stories.
All a bit before my time. That don't know who had. I even asked the question and didn't even think of my answer. I think I'd have to go either or Bully Boy or a young MVG when he broke on the scene to fit, like, to hear and see what he went through. Just right, I'm going to win and beat everyone embarrassingly.
Yeah,
just to know the mindset of the bloke and what made you that like vicious. Really,
I was about to say he's pretty much got the same mindset now. It's just an absolute. He don't give a crap about any of them, does he?
Yeah,
This is what I say. They've all got their friends and all this, and they all travel together and what. But MVG, none of that.
No. I mean,
I think that's what's probably set him apart from the others.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it was like when Littler broke on the scene, he was like, oh, yeah, well, he's got to do it for years now. I'm not bothered about that one win.
Yeah.
I think if we're going someone outside of darts, I think it'd probably be the comedian Bill Burr. Don't know if any of you have ever seen him.
Who?
Bill Burr. Bill Burr. American guy. Go and find some of his interviews. The guy he's so sarcastic. He is hilarious. He just hates everything. It's brilliant. It's just great. It'd fit in well in there. Great.
I think if it was outside of darts, I want to say Johnny Wilkinson.
That's because you're one of those rugby weirdos, though.
Oh, I've read his book. His autobiography.
If you're going down the rugby route.
I'm similar,
his
but I'd be Kevin
mindset,
Sinfield.
His mindset for it and how he got to be the best was crazy.
I don't do rugby. Rugby's
It's your national sport.
Nah,
I was going to say
that's an Edinburgh thing. Rugby. All the posh boys.
East Kilbride down over is rugby, is it?
Yeah. We don't do rugby. We do
Thought all
soccer.
jocks loved it.
We
Thought
do
you was all proud
soccer.
of it.
I don't know a lot of Scottish people actually like rugby, to be honest, mate. Like I said, it is genuinely, it's more Edinburgh, it's more the posh sport. And
Anyone that lives within a
supporting their
5 mile
football
radius of
teams.
Murrayfields.
yeah. I'm not saying there isn't fans of it, but there's just, it's certainly not one of the big sports here.
Well, I hope it's not football because you boys are crap.
Soccer.
So, Tam, actually, this is a question. It's not
Ooh.
thingy. I asked John it at the meet,
Yes, mate.
and obviously, I know Alex is a big fan of football. I'm not sure about Gary so much. You like your football, though, don't you, Gary?
I'm a big football fan.
Oh, big football. There we
Soccer.
go. We can all have a little take on it. So, Tam, you go first.
Give it a minute.
If Rangers and Celtic were to come into the English League, whereabouts do you think they'd sit in the English League?
Are we talking first season or are we talking after a X amount of years? Because that's a
Current ability.
You can't have a 20-year
because
progress plan.
it's one of those ones. Because
I want to see a full development review.
No, 'cause
where we're going to start, how
the
we get to the Champions League final. Is that what you want from me?
the fan base that both Celtic and Rangers have got is bigger than a lot of the teams that are down in England. The only reason they don't have the revenue that the English teams have got is because of TV rights and all that sort of stuff. Certainly not because of
because who they're playing is
the
not
fan
good
base.
enough or
Good,
entertaining enough.
I mean, Celtic have got, if you go to Australia, all over the world, and even America, they've got a huge fan base in America because of that Irish connection. So you're going, so if you're only talking, if they were to go straight in, we're lucky if they finish mid-table, to be honest, mate. I reckon they'd be down.
Rangers?
They would get relegated. And I'm not just saying that. At the moment, if it was thingy, Rangers would be relegated. Or they'd be hanging on by the fingernails.
Mhm.
You boys got any where you think they'd go?
I think
You think they'd cut the mustard for it?
Championship, probably. Like top of the Championship or bottom of the Premiership.
Well, that's what I'm saying, mate. I thought that's what you meant, if they were in the Premier League. Is that not what you're talking about?
Yeah, just where do you think you'd slot in?
It would need to be the Championship, mate. They wouldn't be able to challenge for the Premier League. Not in the first season. But then they would eventually be the biggest team in the world. Because they would get all the finances that all use mugs get.
So whilst he goes and has another shot of whiskey off camera, Celtic would be
buzzes his glue.
bottom half Premier League if they're lucky.
Yeah.
Even you look at I know compare it last season, Man United and Tottenham Hotspur, absolute dross, would turn them over. Rangers aren't big enough, aren't more sustainable enough.
Can I just interrupt you with that one? Tottenham couldn't do Rangers, and Rangers couldn't win the league there, so...
Nevertheless, they're both shite.
No, they are. At that sort of level, but...
Yeah, I've always said I think Celtic being the larger business would probably get in the Premier League based on the reinvest. Rangers just don't have that global appeal.
They don't have a business
You can't
model.
have two teams so close together
Yeah.
in such a massive league. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. But like I said,
And
mate,
they're shite.
the fan base that the two of them have got, because Rangers, a lot of it is the religion thing. I mean, it's the religion thing is absolutely crazy in Scotland. It's absolutely bananas. A lot of people outside of it don't realise just how big a thing it is. This Catholic Protestant thing, it's bananas.
I've watched a few documentaries on it.
Oh, mate, it's
Unreal.
oh. Still people think it's still the 1600s and all that. It's fucking nuts. Absolute morons.
Thank you for answering that.
Do you know what I've just realised, by the way, we've not done a bit of context thing. You want to see it?
Or the 9 data.
Yeah, we'll do context and 9 data, mate. Just calm yourself down there.
God, I cannot wait to see that 9 data, man.
Well, I think the votes are in.
I've been on the prowl for screenshots all week.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, don't.
That's why we should have this podcast finished by about Thursday, I think, by the time this thing finishes. You want to see this? Here we go. Out of context.
way too much time on your hands.
I just want to clarify. It was people who said to me them. I didn't screenshot any of them because, as everyone knows, I can't friggin' screenshot anything because my phone doesn't do it because I've lost the buttons off the side of it. So,
I'm
yeah.
absolutely gutted. I've been looking forward to that all week, and it hasn't shown on my screen.
Oh, has it not? Oh,
No, and my video didn't show earlier either, and I've got a horrible feeling I'm not even going to be able to see James's 9 dark.
oh no, mate.
My white is not showing it.
Yeah, well.
But
You get to look forward to the release then.
Yeah, mate.
I'll have to just watch it.
So you want to see the 9 Dark Challenge before we go off?
What
Yeah,
we
mate.
reckon?
What are we reckoning, Alex? Yes or no?
So what we got? Max on 253. I'm gonna say James hits 320. I think he's gonna go top.
What about you guys?
I've seen a comment from James, a little bit disgruntled about people that were doubting him, and I've got a feeling he might have done it, and that his comment was a little bit of a dig. So I'm with Alex. I think he's done it.
Okay. Are we ready then, gents? I think Alex is fainted. I think he's fell off his chair.
Sorry, boys.
And he's back in the room. Right, here we go, guys. James, this is just a short one. No interview. Here we go. Hello, everyone. We've got James here doing the 9 Dart Challenge. I may or may not have made a mess of the intro there, which you will never see because it will never be released. So, James, since you're such a weirdo and you don't want to do the questions, mate, you want to just get straight into the challenge? Sorry, mate, I couldn't hear you over all the Geordie there. What was that?
I think it started.
97.
Oh, it
Tom, I
started.
hope you're taking track of this, Tom, because I've not got a calculator. Because normally I would do the questions first, then I would set up after that, you know? 97.
Oh,
60. He's frozen up. Oh, that's what I'd like to see a wee one there.
41.
41.
So what was that you ended up with, Tom?
198.
That's
Not
too
bad,
though.
Jim. Not bad, mate.
It's not top.
Yeah, it's not top, mate.
Unlucky.
So I seen on the group, what was it? I can't remember who it was. Someone said they wanted to see Pickles, Max's score reset because he left the server and then come back.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening. Anyway, thank you very much, James, for that pathetic attempt, mate. You were saying you were going to smash everyone. You didn't even beat. I don't even think you beat Alex, did you? I'll need to check. I don't think you beat. I don't think you beat Alex.
No, he got 205
or something.
Yes.
Roundabout. So the best Geordie in the group is Alex. James is not the best. Anyway, back to the boys in the studio. Yep. All that bravado. And he fell. He fell. Yeah, I think he was. I think it hurt him. I think the fact that you had a higher score on him, Alex, actually hurt him more than not.
When did you record that as well?
2 weeks ago, potentially.
Mate,
So he's done that, got a bit of jip off you boys for not beating me. Then a week later, he's finally lost to me.
To be fair, I did have a chuckle to myself because he's going to be absolutely raging because obviously I knew that I'd made that comment about not being the best Geordie on the server. So,
Yeah, he wasn't very vocal afterwards, was he?
No, it was funny. No, that was good stuff.
Who have we got next week?
Maybe you, Tom. I've got yours recorded as well.
No.
You want a shot next week? Unless we can get someone else, we could maybe keep yours in reserve. So if anyone's want a shot,
I'll get it. Save the best till last.
drop me a message.
Tell you one, a shout out for someone to give it a go. Stan Stannard.
Mm.
Stan, if you watch this,
Yeah.
Alex has called you out.
You've been challenged.
Stan, if you watch this, have you nothing better to do, mate? This is absolute crap, mate. From me, sort your life out. Anyway, I think that'll do us, boys. Thank you very much for coming on, Alex. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you all for having me.
And
No, it's been a pleasure, mate. It's been a good laugh.
until next time, tatty bye.
Tatty bye.
Well, howdy, partners. It's the Weekly Roundup.